Hello everyone, this is Chador from TVING Sports in Korea. We are now with the UFC middleweight fighter, Bo Nickel. Hello, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Very much appreciated. Now, you're such an inspiration to a lot of viewers here in Korea due to your wrestling career and your flawless transition to the UFC. And it's been about 3.5 years since you made your transition. How are you feeling about your fighting career so far?
Oh man, it's been a journey. It's gone really fast. It doesn't feel like 3.5 years, but I'm having a lot of fun and enjoying it. And I would say, um, for me, this is the biggest passion in my life. It's what I love to do, and just training and getting better at fighting and improving every day. So it's been a lot of fun for me, and I think that there's a lot more fun in store in the future.
I can feel that passion as you speak. Your next opponent, Vieira, is a four-time Jiu-Jitsu world champion with most of MMA wins by being way of submission. What are your thoughts on your opponent as a fighter?
I think he's a very tough fighter. He's a guy, obviously, that has great grappling and, strong submission skills. So that's something that I have to be wary of. But I'm looking forward to just executing my game plan in the fight. And I think this last fight I've learned, or from this last camp, I've learned to focus more on myself. And, the fight will take care of itself. Fights previous, I think I've worried too much about my opponent and not as much about myself. So it's a good lesson.
Now, you've been incorporating more striking in your game more recently, and since Vieira has been training at Fighting Nurse recently, many fans are expecting this to be a striking war, rather. How do you expect this fight to go?
It's hard to say, really, because there's in MMA, anything can happen. So I feel comfortable and confident in the striking. I think I have an advantage there. I think I obviously have an advantage in the wrestling. And, with Rodolfo's jiu-jitsu, he's more of a top pressure guy. So I think that I would like to stay, on top and control the fight, regardless where it goes.
Now, this is a bit of a more personal question, if you will. One of the Korean UFC legends, Stungun Donghyun Kim, has stated that UFC is a striking match between two grapplers, in the sense that you can only utilize your striking if you have a firm understanding of grappling. In your personal view, how true is this?
Oh, that's absolutely correct. 100%. That's something that, we've seen time and time again, that when you have the wrestling advantage, you're able to control the fight and decide where the fight happens. So, that's a really good analysis, I would say.
And also, this is your first fight since your very first professional loss. So coming into this fight, it must feel very different from your previous fights. In terms of your training or how you look at fighting, has there been any changes?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that I took a lot from the loss, and I was able to learn a lot and grow, not only as a fighter but as a person. And especially with it being my first loss as a professional fighter, one thing that has been very helpful is, as a wrestler, I lost many times. So lost at the Olympic trials, I lost in the national championships, lost as a kid in the state championships. So for me, those losses in wrestling, actually, they hurt more, and I feel like I was able to mature and grow through them. And so this last one, of course, it was disappointing, but I felt like, rather than beat myself up mentally, I was able to just take what I needed to do better in that fight and learn from it and move on. So for me, there's been a lot of changes in training and a different focus mentally, but the biggest thing is just a big motivation for me to get back in there and do better this next time.
Spoken like a true professional, I guess it all comes from experience. And I'll be honest with you, many Korean fans are expecting dominant performance from you this weekend. Anything you would like to say to your Korean fans?
Man, I love Korea. I'm a big fan of Korean culture, Korean barbecue, a lot of family friends that are Korean. So, that's somewhere that I would love to visit someday. And I really appreciate all of the support.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. All the best for your fight this weekend.
Thank you.